Hey you guys, welcome back to the MatchBattlers video. In this video, this is a speed art of a character called Mecha Blackguard. The stats and the name and everything isn't on the card yet, but Mecha Blackguard is very cool. Probably my favorite card as of like right now. I think he's just so cool looking. I'll tell you his stats in a bit, but he's actually really important in the lore. He's actually probably one of the biggest things in the lore. I'm not going to talk about it though because it is pretty darn important. And also I'm going to be combining the Tyrant lore with the normal lore. So the Tyrant lore is actually just the MatchBattlers lore. So I'm going to fuse them together. I've been thinking about it. But anyway, so the stats of him, he is a 5-point grand rare card. So he's pretty darn rare. He's in set 2. That's why he's a grand rare. He's not an exclusive. And he has Axe of the Blackguard, and he's the Blackguard, and then arm cannons. It says 4-arm cannons. I think I'm gonna change it though to just like arm cannons or whatever, or just like cannon blasters. I don't know, but you know he's got cannons on his arms. But and then he's got like the big axe there and stuff. And I think he looks super cool. I love this card. I think it came out really well. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but very good in my opinion. And okay, so the news thing for MatchBattlers is that, because, you know, if you guys know, I've been wanting to add just, like, one more thing to the, you know, to MatchBattlers and everything to finish it off. Also, speaking of finishing it off, I'm pretty much done. Besides for the Game Crafter part, I'm not worried about the Game Crafter right now. I'm going to do that once I'm finished with, like, the untap MatchBattlers. Once I'm done with that, I'll start working on the Game Crafter. But I'm not worrying about that right now. I don't need to, so I'm not. But basically all I need to do is just take the pictures, upload them to take the pictures of the player abilities, upload them to the file, put in all their stats, which I already have written down and everything, and then that's it. Then I can just start uploading them to Untap and everything, and then I have to make the new rule video, which I'm going to get to the new thing I'm probably going to be adding. And I think that's it. And then the MB card database on my Discord, which is in the description, first thing. But anyways, or the first link. But anyway, it's probably going to be the only link. But the new thing coming to MatchBattlers, most likely, it's not 100%, but it's most likely going to be in, so maybe like 60%. So remember how I said I wanted to add something to the Battler cards? Well, I'm not gonna be doing that. I don't really want to like fully get. No, I guess I can fully get into it, but just because I don't think it's gonna work. The main reason why I was gonna add something to the Battler cards is to make them have more variety and more different than the other Battlers. But I mean, overall, it's not gonna matter. And I think I was thinking of adding like keyword effects, but there was only 6 of them, so. I mean, even if I added that, if Mecha Blackguard had, like, Stun, which was one of them, there's going to be another 5-point with Stun. There's going to be many more 5 points with Stun. So it's not going to solve the problem. And the only way you can really solve it that I know of right now is if you really made some serious changes to the game, which I don't want to do. So I'm not going to be adding anything to the Battler cards, so they are going to stay how they are, unless I made it, like, pay to win. I'm not going to do that, though. That's dumb. Or, I shouldn't say dumb, it's just like, you know, it's not ideal, because then you get more rare cards, you spend more money, you get stronger cards, and you win most of the time. But anyway, so, what I'm going to be doing instead is, the Battler cards are staying the same. Some people might be like, that's kind of lame and a bummer, but it's like, no matter what, dude, it's gonna stay the same. I don't mind it, though. I feel like it's kind of cool, and actually, this new rule, well, yeah, it's kind of like a rule. So basically what it is, this is my idea, and it's pretty darn crazy. So you know how your deck is 5 cards big, 3 battlers, 2 player abilities? Well, now it's, well, again, it's not 100% official, but it's just going to be 5 cards. You don't need 3 battlers, you don't need 2 player abilities, just 5 cards. Yeah, you can use 5 battlers if you want. Yeah, go ahead. You can use, well, 1 battler and 4 player abilities. You need a battler, so 1 battler and 4 player abilities. I mean, go ahead. And right from the start, this is a bad idea. It just sounds like a bad idea, but I've figured out ways to balance it, and I'm gonna be testing it and everything. And so far it's looking so good because everything, it's balanced. I figured out ways to balance it. Basically, I'm not really gonna explain it fully, but basically your battlers and your opponent's battlers have the same amount of attacks each turn. Even if you have less battlers, then your people can just attack multiple times. So, that balances it out, and and stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna be testing that, and that's gonna be huge if it's really good. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect. And if it is officially added, it's gonna be huge because it's gonna just completely like create so much new strategies with like the deck building and what you're gonna like actually use. Because I was thinking of making deck profiles and I was thinking about them, but after thinking about this, I'm gonna have to think about the deck profiles myself because some of these decks, like, because before you had to have 3 battlers and you had to have 2-player abilities, but now you don't have to. So now the decks are going to be changing a bit, but there's also like different versions of them and stuff. But I don't really know. But I'm going to be testing it. I really like the idea. I don't see any flaws with it so far, and I mean I tested it and it seems fine. So, but that's gonna do it for this video. Subscribe to see more. Tell me what you think about Blackguard. It seemed from my community post that a lot of people liked it because they said it looked really cool. So I mean, I think he looks freaking cool. He looks so good, bro. And I think it looks really cool. I like it a lot. But yeah, that's it.